Hello, Evan Randy here playing Farming Simulator 22 on Elk Mountain, Wyoming. Here, just down at the shop here, picking up a couple of new mowers here. I have one. If you remember a couple episodes back here, I mentioned that the mower we had apparently does not work with the mowing mod for shrubs and bushes. So I got a couple more mowers here to try. So we're going to get this hauled up to the farmyard here in a minute. I've got just one of the regular in-game mowers here. I figured I better get one of those, Evan, and then I seen another one that I thought looked interesting. Here we got a case. Old case mower. I forget what the number on this one here was. We'll have to look that up here once we're back to the farm here. But yeah, an old sickle mower one. Ah, yes, good old yeah, knee cutting mower there. Yep, better not get in the way of that one, right? Actually, I guess technically getting in the way of any of them would probably not be good. But anyway, so we're gonna give that a try here this episode and see if we can mow down some of the bushes here in our cow and horse pastures. And you know, speaking of which, no sense me driving up there. We'll just have auto drive deliver that for us, and we'll head back up to the farmyard ourselves here. Got a couple other things we want to work on here at this episode as well. Oop, did not mean to start that. Let's shut that back off. First off, our bin system, everyone, and looking at what you folks said in the comments, most of you folks, I think, kind of said what I said here last episode as well. Let's just get rid of these bins. Nothing necessarily wrong with the bins per se, but this auger and our gravity wagons, I'm sorry, not grain carts, gravity wagons are not agreeing with each other, so let's just get rid of them. We'll put down a different silo system that will hopefully agree with our setup here a little bit better as far as gravity wagons go. So again, I've not been able to unload these gravity wagons into this belt. Now I could try other belts and stuff. I haven't seen one, so maybe I can find one that would work. And I don't know why it's not working. I mean, that's weird. The only thing I can assume here, and this is my theory, is that the unload for these gravity wagons is too low for the belt. The belt is too high for the unload, if that makes sense. Or, you know, the gravity wagons are too low. Either way, whichever way you want to go about it. I'm thinking that's what the problem is, but I'm not sure on that. Can't really test it. Tried to fiddle around with that a little bit last episode. Didn't have much success. So one thing I do want to do, Evan, though, is make sure we can unload the crop here from the silos before we get rid of them. And I know someone in the comments here mentioned that, yes, Evan, you can sell the silos with the crop in them. However, you are not going to get very much money from that. Very, very little of one. You are far better off getting the crop out and selling the crop that way as opposed to, you know, just straight up selling the bin on one. Not to mention, too, I'm not sure what the sell price is the game goes by if you do sell a bin with crop in it, which we're probably going to do, by the way. I don't have enough storage here. I want to completely unload this bin. There's going to be a couple thousand liters in there yet, which it's a couple thousand liters. We're not going to worry about that. So there we go, 709 bushels. I think there's like another, what, 4,000 or 5,000 in there, something like that. Truck is driving kind of weird, isn't it? Okay, yeah, I'm just looking at these wheels, have one. If you look at how it's turning here, the back wheels are just like pivoting. That's kind of weird. Looks like it's kind of like pivoting. I can't tell if it's the middle one or the front ones there, and they're just, which would make sense for real life too, by the way. That, by the way, is why you'll sometimes have steer axles on a truck like this, where, you know, obviously you got your front wheel is steering, but then you also have, sometimes this wheel will be a steering axle, or I think even if you go to the European ones, sometimes these will steer as well. That way you're not dragging your tires across the pavement. Hey, look at that, our mowers have arrived. Okay, excellent. Let's get this stuff out of the way here a little bit more. I don't want to be in the way when we hopefully sell these bins. Of course, once we sell the bins, then we could probably sell the auger there as well, or belt. We shouldn't need that anymore as well. We'll put in a silo system that has a pit in it, the one we were looking at there last episode. Okay, actually, I wonder, does no, it's not letting me pick those off there. Okay, so I guess we gotta take straps off, and so that's what I was wondering. Let's just take that off there a minute. Grab this one here as well. And the only reason I bought two of them is because I wasn't sure if the case one was going to work or not. So just in case it doesn't, we'll give the other one a try again. I have the mod one that is supposed to let us mow the bushes and stuff. Although I thought of this one, could be kind of like the grass one. I can't mow the grass here on this map. It could be maybe the bushes are the same way. I don't know. So I just happened to think of that when I was down at the shop buying these mowers. That one, you know, even if the mowers and the mod work, the type of bushes that are on here might not allow me to mow them. I don't know. I don't know if there's a such thing as a non-mowable bush here in the game or not. As we discovered on this map, there's definitely a non-mowable grass, because again, as we keep mentioning, everyone, the grass that is on this map here, this grass you see, everyone, it is not recognized as grass in the game. It's not mowable. It's not recognized as grass. You can go over here, turn the grass on, and you can see there is no, obviously, other than our grass pasture that we made a couple episodes back, there is no grass here. So that's something I want to work on here as well. One is getting some actual grass in our actual pastures. So anyway, let's see what's here. Turn that on. Oh, that's actually going to let us mow the grass too yet, isn't it? Oh, okay, that's cool. So noted, everyone. The only thing with this is I don't know that I actually want. Well, I guess if we get the grass, that's fine. But hey, it does take down the shrubby things. That's excellent. I'm just not sure I want the grass or not, but I guess we're getting it whether we like it or not. Now, the one question I do have with this here, I wonder if this grass is going to regrow then. The bushes, I don't believe will. I know once you mow the bushes down, I believe the bushes are like, they're gone. They're done. You'll never see them again, everyone. Which I'm okay with that. The grass, though, I don't know. Once you mow this grass down, will it regrow? I'm guessing, everyone, and just a guess here, I'm betting the grass will not regrow, everyone. That's just my theory. Because, again, it's not actually recognized as actual grass here. Apparently, it takes the mod to actually make it be recognized. Also, this mower is a little small. Maybe I should have gotten something a little bigger. Speaking of a little bit bigger, I was actually looking at getting a mower here. Let's go back to our mowers here a minute. Oh, and speaking of this mower here, this is a Case 1100 sickle bar mower. So that's which one it is, for those who are wondering. The 1100 sickle bar. Should have got a tractor to go with it. That'd have been a good choice. I was looking at this maybe Vermeer mower, everyone, for actually mowing our grass field when the time comes. It'll probably be a couple episodes yet. I don't believe the field has started growing yet. So, but yeah, when that time comes, everyone, thought this looked like a good choice of mowers to maybe check out. Something a little bit different there. Yeah, $49,000, not overly expensive. Compared to this thing here, this thing is just what, 100 and... Where'd the price go? 149,000 of that. Oh my goodness. That is 12.3 meters. This, okay, that one is a little bit bigger. I'm only 6.3 on this one. Oh, that is definitely a bit of a difference there. I did not realize that was that much bigger. Yeah, that is significantly bigger, isn't it? Combine that with, and of course, when it says, so if we go back to this one here, 12.3 meters, you got to combine that with the front piece too. Otherwise, you're going to have a piece missing in the middle there. Probably less than ideal if that's what unless that's what you're going for. Can't imagine anyone going for that look. But anyway. Bye-bye, bushes. Well, if I got to mow all these bushes down in the pasture, this is going to maybe take a little bit longer than I thought here. Not to mention, too, like I said, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with all the grass that we're generating from this operation here either. Oh, that's a tree, I guess. Yep, there we go. Don't see that one. Hide behind the branch there. Oh, good. This is taking down the larger, shrubby bush things as well, isn't it? So yeah, fortunately, like folks mentioned in the comments here, look at their horse coming through. The John Deere mower apparently does not work for this for some reason, which is kind of too bad if you ask me. The John Deere brush hog seems like it'd be the perfect choice for this job. But yeah, I don't know why, but apparently the way it's coded or set up there prevents it from working with the real mow mod. I think it's the real mow mod, if I remember correctly, on the name of that mod, everyone. Available on the official Farming Simulator mod hub, by the way. Oh, horse, coming through. Yep, and that's why these mowers are dangerous, everyone. Compared to all the modern mowers nowadays that have basically shields, covering the cutting bar and such. These pretty much just slice through the grass, and you never really never knew they were coming, I guess. I mean, obviously you kind of sort of did, right, Evan? But that being said, you couldn't actually like really see the mower, if that makes sense, because again, the actual sickle bar mower portion of this here was down in the grass. Trying to get that little one, those pusher. Turn around here just right. There we go, hopefully. Got it. I forget how big this horse pasture is here again. But like I said, see if we get rid of most of the shrubby bushes in here. We're looking pretty good over there, so no need to go any further there. I'm not so sure about the horse pasture, but typically a lot of times with cow pastures, Evan, farmers will do this in real life here. Just go down and brush hog / mow the pasture just to get rid of all the stuff they do not want in the pasture. The stuff the cows don't necessarily want to touch either sometimes. A lot of times, Evan, the cows will probably take care of the smaller stuff, but then you get those like thorn bushes and stuff like that where, yeah, you know, cows for some reason don't want those, right? Can't imagine why. I don't think I'd want them either. I don't know about you folks. I think that's looking a little bit better. Again, I'm not too concerned actually about these taller grass clumps here. Those are fine. It's just these bush things I'm looking to mostly get rid of. And like I said, too, I'll have to figure out what we're going to do with this grass, you know, and I might have to invest in some baling and hay equipment here just so we can pick it up and get rid of it. I don't think it's going to disappear on its own, so otherwise, if it would, I probably would just let that happen. We'll just let it, yeah, just let it take care of itself, right? Alas, I don't think that'll work. What I need for this application, there was a mower with a discharge disabled on it. Don't know. Oh, real mower, turn off. Turn that off. Does that mean it stops? Turn on. I'm not sure what the difference there is. Maybe it's... I know there's more than one mowing mod here. So it might be one of the other mowing mods that's actually let me do in the bushes here. Yeah, which one's which? There we go. Oh, am I going to get close enough here? It's going to be close. There we go. Got it, everyone. Got it. And there's one more here yet. I see that bush hiding here. There we go. Kind of just zigzagging around here at this point. I'm cutting the miscellaneous stuff down I don't want. What I could do, I'm going to see if I can find that trigger here for the pasture again. Turn on the highlight for it. So we know where the pasture actually is, and then maybe just to, like, mow the areas within the pasture. I can only assume because of where the horses are that, you know, that obviously is still pasture there yet. I'm guessing it ends over here somewhere because I'm seeing the horses don't seem to be going much further than that right there. go. And get this last one by this tree here, hopefully. Or two, maybe. Can't tell if it's one or two. Apparently that was two there. There we go. Okay, so we'll go back to the other end over here. Oh, don't even know that thing's back there when you're jackknifing like that. One, yep, small little mower, big tractor like this. You'd probably be running this mower on one of the little Case IH, tricycle tractors here. Yeah, 20, 30 horsepower at the most. Only going, what, a mile or two an hour. Very slow mower with this type here. Not a fast mower. Not compared to maybe some of the mowers you folks might be used to nowadays, where you can just almost literally fly up and down the field, right? This one you're only going a couple miles an hour at the most. It's a very slow mower compared to the disc-style mowers. Okay, there we go. Let's see what I think. I've got most of it. Yeah, it looks pretty good to me, that one. Looks pretty good to me. Let's turn that back off here a minute. Yeah, looks a lot better. Okay, I'm happy with that one. We'll have to take this over to the cow pasture here at some point as well. Probably see what we get time for this episode, but that might be between episodes. I might take care of that job. So for now, let's just pull this out of the way. And this one does work, so that's good. Let's go take care of our bin site here a minute. And speaking of the bin site, at least for now, but I'll hang on to the belt, I guess. Well, to be honest, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but we'll at least get it out of the way here for now. I don't know if the bins we're buying will let us actually empty into them or not. I'm not sure on that one. Oh, wow. Look at that speedometer range. I don't think I've ever seen that before in the game. You got from 0 to 5. And, of course, we're going a whopping 3 miles an hour. You can hook this up to a tractor, by the way. I'm not sure. How do you, is there a way to fold this, I wonder? Unload here. No. Like, I can swing this out of the way. Oh, okay. If you go around far enough, you keep pivoting around, it does pick it up. Okay, I wasn't sure on that. I guess it does. Yep. Excellent. There we go. And ready for transport. Doesn't drive very good this way, does it? Okay, well, anyway. And let's go to the shop here. We'll go into demolition our current buildings, which I guess that's right. I need to go to the construction menu for demolish. So that one, hold on. I'm going to have to move that other conveyor there as well. And we got, there's 4,227 liters of wheat in there, everyone. We're going to get $2,400, almost $2,500 for that. So, yep, that's fine. However, if we go check the menu and see what wheat is actually selling for, wheat, yeah. If we would have taken the time to actually sell this one, we would have gotten close to double that price. Actually, we could have gotten more than double that price. Because if we take it down to Wyoming grain, we're looking at almost $1,300 per. And that is, let's see once here. What month are we in? We're in the month of June. And, well, yeah, okay, June is definitely not one of the lowest months. It's definitely not the highest month either, because, yeah, we're getting to, looks like down to around probably the $1,000 mark here. Again, they don't really indicate what this is, just the low and the high, right? But the high one, we're looking at nearly 1,300, so that, you'll probably go up to maybe 1,500 there on the high one. Get this other belt out of the way here a minute. Guess that's as far down as that one folds. Okay. Another whopping 3 mile an hour. Please wait. We're moving, everyone. We're still moving. While we're moving, let me see if I can load up a few comments here a moment. Thought I had this already loaded. Apparently not. Please wait while iPad loads up. There we go. Okay, going to the comments here. Shane was saying it's an American combine only a couple of years before Deere ditched their Class 5 series combines. Says he's seen a S550 in person here in Wisconsin. Deere doesn't make a combine smaller than a Class 6 now, which I'm assuming is probably what, the 660? I don't, and someone correct me if I'm wrong on this. I don't know. Does John Deere have a 760? An S760? I don't think they do they? I could be wrong on that one. So, like I said, don't quote me on that one. Okay, down to the construction. Let's go to our silos here. And I was looking at, let's see, which one was I looking at here again last episode? I think it was this AGI one, right? I believe that is the one, everyone. Because, yeah, that has a dryer on it, 2 bins, and it has a pit to dump into here as well. And watch, if we drive our gravity wagons across town, and hopefully the pit will work. It should, I would think. It didn't really cost us that much more either, because we sold, what, each bin for roughly $84,000. I have to come around the other... Oh, this is the right direction. Yep, this will work. Hopefully. Uh, 40 Wink was saying you could get a different auger. That is possibly true. I mean, I could try a different auger. But again, I mean, how much do I really want to mess around with it? Plus, using augers with gravity wagons, it is kind of a pain in the butt. And not to mention, too, I mean, like, seen like last episode, I've been trying to use the truck to unload into that auger. Stop and go, stop. It's like, really? You know, the game does not seem to understand that, you know, maybe I can open the grain door a little bit and let it out just fast enough that the grain auger or the grain belt can take it. No, it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. I mean, it's, you know, when it comes to the unloading vehicle, it's full ramming speed unload. And unfortunately, if the vehicle that's doing the unloading, or the belt in this case that's doing the unloading, can't take it fast enough, it's start, stop, start. Yeah, just pain in the you-know-where, if you ask me. Derek was saying you need to hit G to unload. Not sure on that one. Okay. Diesel Customs was also saying you need to open the top of the bins. Again, I don't know how on that one. There didn't seem to be any key binding to open them that I could tell or find. Almost done. There we go. Moving on to the next one here. Brian P was saying courseplay for combines is actually really good. Says he quit using auto drive for that and now uses courseplay. Wow, that seems like a surprising reversal, if you ask me. Going from auto drive, which at least up until now has been my personal favorite for unloading combines, both back in Farming Simulator 19 and in Farming Simulator 22 so far. But according to Brian, he says courseplay is really good for unloading combines anyway, that is. So, I don't know, we might have to look into that at some point. Might have to look into that. Especially if courseplay, and as far as I know it still works, courseplay can integrate with auto drive. That was always one of the cool features with auto drive and courseplay, when they actually surprisingly worked together. You think they're a little bit different mods they maybe want, but no, they actually work together. Courseplay could use auto drive's road routes. So you didn't necessarily have to record the routes with courseplay. You could build on that using auto drive and then have your field courses essentially with courseplay. Really worked out quite nicely, if you ask me. Brian was also saying if you sell the bins, it'll sell the crops that you have in there. Yep. Again, like I said, if you really want to make the most amount of money from your crops, you don't want to do it that way. Not to mention you're taking a loss on the building as well. I mean, that should be pretty much a given, right? He was also saying if you use the iconic rock picker, it holds 1 million liters of rocks. That's a lot of rocks. That's a lot of rocks. Wow. Tim was saying I just replaced the bins. But just curious, did I see an option to unfold the gravity wagons when you had the F1 screen up? I've never had issues with those silos and augers as long as everything was lined up correctly at the top and the bottom. Same here, everyone. In fact, I'm pretty sure I have used those gravity wagons before with an auger. Did not seem to want to work in this case. And as we seen there last episode, the auger was definitely lined up because the truck couldn't unload into it. well, it unloaded just not well, right? Basically start-stop because the truck unloads so much quicker than with the belt taken away. Oh, and I was going to answer, yeah, back here. Hop on this tractor. Someone said, oh, it was Brian P. Was it Brian? Oh, Tim, I'm sorry. Tim was saying he's seen an unfold option on the gravity wagon. I think that's actually the track. Yeah, there's a fold option on the tractor. It just folds the lights in and out. That's, yeah, I'm assuming that's the fold option that Tim was seeing there. Oh, come on. Shut it off. There we go. Okay, so now we got our crops in our bin system there, everyone. I don't know why, like, I don't think we really need to keep these, everyone. And I don't think they can unload into those bins either, I doubt. So, I think we're just going to go ahead and sell those. Belt systems, and if we, oh, those two, okay. So yeah, if we want to have it in the future, we can rebuy them if we have to. Yeah, that's not worth a whole lot of money, is it? Neither is that one. Out of curiosity, if I had to buy it new, how much would it cost? I'm going to go with like 50 to 100. Actually, not as bad as I thought. 25,000. Okay. I figured that belt would be a little more expensive than that. Hey, not complaining. Okay, well, let's see once we've got a couple more minutes here yet this episode. Let's take this down to the cow pasture here. Maybe do a little mowing of the shrubs and bushes down there. And then we'll wrap it up here. Then we'll have to figure out what we're going to do with the grass up. I'm still not sure on that one yet. Probably should fold this up as we go across the bridge here. Oh, yes, I see you cows hiding in there. Might just leave the bushes and the trees. I mean, I'm just going to get rid of the bushes here that are out in the open, maybe. As far as open pasture goes, too, maybe I should actually, like, put a fence around this, right? I just realized there's, like, actually no fence around this. There is. Let's see once here. Where is it? It's in here somewhere, isn't it? I don't know if there's a way I can find this back or not. Oh, that's not what I want. Just checking out and seeing if I can find the highlighting option back. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, there's the unload, there's the water. Wait, what's the... No, that's the buy. Yeah, once you hide it, it might kind of be gone from the looks of it. Oh, well. It's kind of hard to put a fence around this if you don't actually know where the border is, right? Maybe I should have done that before I hid that. Oh, well. I know it's down there somewhere. I'm just not exactly sure where. I suppose if I walk around long enough pushing buttons, I might be able to find it. But, yeah. Oh, well. Anyway, I think with that, we're going to wrap this episode up here. If you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, everyone, thanks for watching, and until next time.